Hello friends, this is Priyanka. Today we are going to solve a problem on isometric projection. So let us first observe what is the given orthographic projection. So here the only front view and top view is given and side view is not given. So we will draw the front view is on the right hand side. So if we observe this orthographic projection, let us first decide what is the total length, height and width for this object. So if we observe here, the length is given, that is the total length is given on this top view, that is on the horizontal line, and it is equal to 80 millimeter. And what is the height? So front view indicates the total length and total height. So height is 40 plus 10, that is equal to 50 millimeter. And what is the total width? So width we come to know from the top view. So from the top view the width is equal to 50 millimeter. So these are the dimensions. So if we observe, these dimensions are very small, so we will use here the scale 1:3, that is 1 millimeter in the orthographic projection, which is equal to 3 millimeter in the isometric projection. So we will plot the front view is on the right hand side. So how to plot? So for that we have to first take one horizontal line and we have to select one point. Now from that point we have to select 3 points at different angles. So if we keep the protractor here on the right hand side, we have to select one point at 30-degree angle. In the same way from the left hand side we have to select the point at 30-degree angle, and here one point at 90-degree angle. And now we have to draw the lines passing through these 3 points. Now we have to plot the front view is on the right hand side. So here is the right hand side and left hand side. So because of this vertical line, this portion is called as right hand side and this portion is called as left hand side. So if we plot the front view here, so what front view indicates the total length and total height. So this line we should be equal to the total length, that is equal to 80 millimeter. So 80 into 3, that is 240 millimeter. We have to select the point, and then from this point we have to draw the vertical line parallel to this vertical line, and we have to take the dimension equal to height. So height is 50 millimeter, that means we have to select the point at 50 into 3, that is 150 millimeter. Here also this vertical line indicates the dimension for height, so we have to select the point at 150 millimeter. And now on the other side, here we will plot the side view. So this line will indicate the width. So what is the width? That is 50 millimeter. That means 50 into 3, 150 millimeter. We have to select the point and draw a vertical line which will indicate the dimension for the height, that is 150 millimeter. So now if we get these 3 points, just join these 3 points. Now from this point we have to draw the parallel line for this line, and we have to take the dimension equal to this dimension, that is equal to length, and then we have to join these 2 points. Now this outline of the isometric projection is getting completed. So if we observe these 3 lines 1, 2, 3 are parallel to each other and indicates the dimension for the length. In the same way these 3 lines 1, 2, 3 indicates the dimension for the width and parallel to each other. And these vertical lines, that is 1, 2, 3 are parallel to each other and indicates for the dimension of the height. Now if we observe, let us first observe the front view. Now for the front view there is the construction for the height of 10 millimeter is given. So we will plot here the construction of the 10 millimeter. Now this construction at height, that means there are 3 lines which indicates the height. 1, 2, 3. So we have to take the 10 millimeter. So with the scale 1:3, that is 10 into 3, that is 30 millimeter, we will select the points. And we will join these points. Now if we observe, there is the slope also, and there is one construction above this 10 millimeter height for 40 millimeter. So construction is given above this 10 millimeter height, that is 40 millimeter, but we don't know what is the true shape of that construction. So we will move again for the top view. So what top view indicates? Top view indicates the total length and total width. That is, this is the length and this is the width. Now for this, there is the construction that we can clearly see, that is the circular structure is there. So for that circular structure, the construction, if its a projection is in the front view, that is for the height of 40 millimeter. So after this 10 millimeter, the remaining height is 40 millimeter. So we have to draw the construction at this top portion. So how to draw the construction for that circle or circular structure? So let us first decide what is the center, or let us first decide the location for the center for that circle. So how to decide? So if we observe, this total length is given, that is 80 millimeter, and the location of center is given in the front view, that is 45 millimeter from this side, that is from the right hand side. So now we will take the distance equal to 45 millimeter. So we have to take here 45 into 3, that is 90 plus 45. If we take here 135 millimeter. So we have to select the point for 135 millimeter here from this side, that is from the right hand side. So I will mark here point, that is 135 millimeter. So these are the 2 points that are getting selected. Now if we observe from that, if we join these 2 points, the center will lie on this line. So this line will be passing through the center. So how we have to draw it? We have to draw it in the form of dash and dot. So now I will join these 2 selected points in the form of dash and dot. So now this is getting completed. Now how to complete the location for that center? So if we observe along the width, the circle or location of the center is in between the middle point of that width. So what is this width? So width is given, that is 50 millimeter. So we have to take the middle point at 25 millimeter, that means 25 into 3, that is 75 millimeter. And here also we have to select, that is 75 millimeter. So these two are the middle points. Now we have to join these 2 points. Now if we join these 2 points, we will get the location of center. So again we have to draw this in the form of dash and dot. So now this is the center for that circle structure or circular structure. Now how to complete that circle? Now if we observe from the top, it's a true shape can be seen. So true shape means in the top view we can clearly see the total width and total length for any object. So now we will follow the same procedure. So what is the diameter given? The diameter is given, that is 30 millimeter. That means radius r is equal to 15 millimeter. So we have to take the distance in the compass, that is equal to radius r. So 15 into 3, that is 45 millimeter. We have to take the distance in the compass. Now here about this center, we have to take that distance on both sides of that center. So here on this line and on the second line also we have to select the points equal to radius r. So these 4 points are getting selected, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we will draw the lines passing through these points. So how to draw the lines? So here true lengths are for length and width, that is for this line and this line. So we have to draw the lines parallel to this. So here in the same way, and for this width line also we have to draw the line parallel to it. Now these are the larger included angles, so we will join the middle points. Now we will complete the whole. So first we have to locate the center. So I will mark here the center. So how many centers are here? So this is the intersection for the three lines. Here is also the intersection for the three lines, and this is the main center. Now with the help of compass we will complete that whole. So again we have to complete the curve within these two lines. So we will take the distance and we will mark here, or with the help of compass we can directly complete that curve. And here also the same distance is there. Now we will select here and we will complete this. Now again for this center we will take the distance equal to this r, and again we have to complete this. So in this way this whole or the construction for that circle is getting completed. Now its a height is given. So what is its a height? So a height is given, that is 40 millimeter. So now how to complete here the shape at the base? So we have to shift the centers. Now here are total 3 centers. Now we have to shift that centers along the height. So height shown by this vertical line. So now I will shift this center. So how to shift? So take the line parallel to this height, that is the straight vertical line, and then for this center, so 40 millimeter means what? 40 into 3, that is 120 millimeter. So now this will be the center. Here is also the center, and then here is also the center. So these are the 3 centers. So I will complete it, and we can show here with the help of arrow also. Now we have to take the same distance. So how to take the same distance? So here with the help of compass we will take the same distance and we will complete the portion. Now here if we are going to complete this portion for the whole, then how to portion for this circle, how to complete? Only this half portion can be seen. On the back side there is the construction, but we cannot see that construction. So only we have to just select this. Here also we have to now we will join these selected points. So these are the points that is getting selected. Now we have to draw with vertical line. So now we will again observe there is the construction for the slope. So the slope, what is the start point? So start point is here and the end point is at 10 millimeter height, that is given. Now here is the location. So this true shape of the slope can be seen, now that rib of the slope can be seen in the top view. That is, the top view indicates the total width and total length. So we can observe what is the width for that, or here the rib is 10 millimeter along the width. So we have to first select the middle point. So here the middle point is getting selected. Now we will select the middle point here at the base where the end point is there. So middle point means here we have to select, that is at 75 millimeters. So this is the middle point, and now from this point to this point, so this is the start point and this is the end point, there is the 10 millimeter width, that is 5 millimeter on both the sides. So we can take 5 into 3, that is 15 millimeter on both the sides. So how to take? So 15 millimeter on this one side and 15 millimeter on this other side. So now this is the rib, and in the same way we have to take here, that is 15 millimeter on this one side and 15 millimeter on this other side. So these are the points. So this here is the starting point for the slope because it can be seen in the front view clearly, and here is the end point. Now we have to join this. We have to join the end. So now these ends are getting selected. Now how to complete it? So this slope can be clearly seen, so we have to draw here one vertical line that will join these ends of the circular structure. So here is the construction of circle. In the same way, we have to take the line parallel to height and we have to complete it. So in this way it is getting completed. Now we will complete it, the slope. So here in this way the slope is getting completed. Now we will highlight the part of construction. So how to highlight the part of construction? So here is the construction of circle is getting completed. Here is the slope that we can show with the help of this construction. So if we observe here, because of the slope, this part of the circle cannot be seen. So up to this point only we can see, because we will join the start point here up to this point. So now I will join this. Then again I will complete the remaining portion. So here is the length, and here is the So if we observe, this construction is getting completed. Now we will give the dimensions. So how to give the dimensions? So for this, along the height we have to give the dimensions. So how to give? Take the line parallel to this length line, and here is the height. So here is the total height. Now take the line parallel to this height, and now we can give the dimension. So what is the dimension? So here the construction of 10 millimeter and the remaining is 40 millimeter. Now in the same way we want to give for this rib of the slope. So again we have to take the line parallel to this rib, and on the width line we will take this line, and here we will show the 10 millimeter. Now again if we observe, there is the total length that is given. So again we will show here the total length. So this total length is 80 millimeter. So we have to take here the line, and we will take here the 80 millimeter. So in this way, this isometric projection for the given orthographic projection is getting completed.